If we can imagine a better world, hopefully we can bring that world closer to reality, especially for people who don't feel like they have the luxury of imagination, of spending time imagining what could be. Hi, I'm Sharon Leshner. My art name is Sharona Color, and I am the lead artist with the Color Collaborative. We're a community mural company. Imagine Worlds is a mural initiative that asks, imagine a world where you would feel happy, safe, and positive. The project Imagine Worlds at JFK Middle School was a year-long initiative where our team of art therapists, artists, teachers, and community members brought a curriculum into the middle school classroom that asked this question of students, and they made their own collages. And those collages were the inspiration for the artwork that became a part of the mural. Public art is when we create art that is for and by and of the public. Our responsibility as public artists is to learn what people care about, is to learn what's important to them, what they want to see on walls, and to begin by asking questions of our community. JFK Middle School is the public middle school of Northampton. That's where our studio is based, so it felt right to serve our local community as the first rendition of this project.
When teaching this project, I really noticed that the students were really at peace with thinking about their favorite place. Sometimes it ended up being their favorite place. Sometimes it was just a bunch of their favorite colors, favorite objects.
It was kind of just like a fantasy Vermont, I guess. Because I was going for skiing, and then I found stuff from Vermont and I collaged it all together to make one big mountain of blues with ski trails. Just my happy place, kinda, because I love to ski.
I really like going to the ocean and water. So that's my inspiration. The waves go how they want to. No one really tells them how to go.
Them being able to express themselves through the visual art, through this prompt, allows them to really touch base with themselves and be expressive and connect with others in the classroom.
It was also nice that you got to choose what you do. You don't have to follow these sets of rules in other subjects, because rather than having to self-portrait, draw yourself, you just got to do whatever you want, just make something that you like. So I think a lot of people enjoyed it.
In collaboration with Amelia Moore, our art therapist, Amelia trained the teachers in ways of teaching and asking certain questions that focus the students more on the process of their art making as they're making the art.
A big part of it is to try to shift your focus from the end product of art making onto the process. That is a lot more freeing to not worry about what your end result looks like, but instead focus on, well, this feels good, or tearing the page really fast is fun. And that's maybe where the art therapy piece really comes in, which is it doesn't matter, just let yourself go and play and make something without judgment, which is kind of rare in a school setting if you think about it. And it was cool to see the art teachers asking their kids to create art in this way.
We're at JFK Middle School, and we are just starting to install our Imagined Worlds mural. So we got up there on scaffolds and glued these panels about the size of our bodies to the wall. Installing the mural was long work days, about 5 days. And I must say, things always come up along the way. We're just starting on panel number 2 right now, and in total there are 52 panels, so we've got our work cut out for us. The design process of this mural was one of the most interesting and fruitful parts of this project. There were hundreds of collages. My co-artist and I, Ryan Murray, we spread them out on the tables and we separated them by theme. We took pictures of every single collage, and then Ryan and I made a collage of all the collages, and we ended up with this landscape collage, which was particular to these students and to their artwork. We translated their ideas into one fluid mural. After we had our final design and got it approved, we turned the mural into a gigantic paint by number.
This is the grid of the mural, all outlined. And all those little numbers are the whole paint by number. So we do that digitally and then we print it on the poly tab.
We brought those panels to the school and we had a big paint party and everybody was invited of every skill level. So the whole school was able to paint the mural, and then, we spent 2 months cleaning up the mural in the studio, but the first layer was put down by the community.
Today in the studio, we are painting several different panels. We have about 6 going at once right now, and 4 to 5 of us painting.
The artists in the studio are the ones who paint the mural. And I don't think it should be understated that we could print out all the murals that we ever wanted to make. There are shops that can fully print our murals on vinyl and get them right up on the wall. And we wouldn't have to pay artists to be in the studio and doing this craft of mural making. But we believe, and I know that I believe, that mural making is a craft that we want to live on as working artists. We want to bring positivity to the project that we're working on. We want to model the same practices in our work environment. And I have to say, I think that's unique.
Wellness is a part of the project, not just for the students, but also for us as artists, as folks who are working on the project. We really care about caring for our mental health. I think a lot of projects, it's easy to say this is what we're going to do for the community, but it's important to remember that we're also part of the picture.
I think the Imagine Worlds initiative is very important. I think talking about mental health in that school is important because when I was going there, we didn't have anything like this. Kids were pretty much left to fend for themselves, and there was a lot of bullying that I both experienced and witnessed. Having this giant image of your version of the future on a giant wall for thousands of kids and parents and teachers to see every day, it's very validating.
When the kids come to school every day, they're going to see these things that they've incorporated into this overall mural when we ask them, what does your Imagine World look like?
I think it's really cool to have your own art and something really big and important for the school and the community.
Not only is it encouraging for them, right? Of hey, my art's up there. My art is good enough, whatever that means. And hopefully it gives them some excitement to create more in the future and propel them forward.
I think it will allow a lot of shy kids in particular to be heard. I know if I was doing this, it would definitely have allowed me to be heard and instill more confidence.
Rarely do kids get asked what they think the world should be like, and rarely do they get listened to, but they're the ones who are going to be here when we're gone. And by creating this mural that takes their ideas and makes them larger than life into a mural that will last for generations and generations to come, we are saying we value your ideas. We care about what you say, and your ideas matter.
We are on day 3 of install, and we've made super fast progress.
What we're doing today is we're putting up more panels today. I think we have about maybe 12 panels left. We got a lot of inspiration and positivity.
Sensei Greta says? She's like, I am the best at this, at what I do, but I am not the best in telling your story, and I need you to help me tell your story and do the best of what I do with your story. And that is what we're doing right here. We are the best at what we do, but we need the students and everybody else to feed us their story so we can tell them to the world.
Everyone gets to say that they did some part of this in a way, and that's always like the biggest part because it's like inspirational.
So look at us go!
It's really very touching and fulfilling to actually see the mural up on the wall. Something I was thinking about yesterday is that we asked the kids, what is your imagined world? And we can get a glimpse into what their imagined world is here. But really, like, the question isn't like, what is the world that you want to see? What we're looking at here is what came out when we let kids take a second to just dream and to imagine. It's very adult to be like, all right, what do we think the world's gonna be? Let's figure it out. And I think this mural is kind of the opposite. It's like, it makes no sense, and yet it makes perfect sense. And I think that's really what's meaningful about this, is that kids had a second to just step back and experience art as a way to feel good.
It was so hot. This wall gets a lot of sun. The whole mural's close to 1,500 square feet. Installing this mural was an epic challenge, I would say, and an absolutely epic feat of teamwork. And it is such a fantastic, wild world, imagined by the students. We hosted a community mural celebration where we actually had all of the student artwork up for an exhibition. So that gave the students a chance to show off their individual artwork, and you can see some of these fantastical characters. Mural celebrations are so important because it creates and seals in a shared sense of ownership of the mural. It's us passing along the mural to the community and them really getting a chance to feel good about what we all made together.
One thing I'm gonna say before you all are just dying to cut the ribbon is that this is just the result of the process. This process has been going for a year, and this is just the cherry on top, is that the mural comes out. But this project is really also to advocate for talking about mental health, for talking about how we feel with our families, with our community, and using art as a tool to process the way that we feel.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Imagined Worlds is an open source model initiative. In telling this story, our hope is that the initiative can expand beyond us. Nobody needs permission to imagine a world. So if this prompt inspires you, I hope that you can bring it into your classroom, into your art practice, into your family, wherever you are.